Hello everybody, today in this video we are going to learn CSS positioning. After end of this video, you'll be mastering CSS positioning. CSS provides us with 5 main positioning values: static, relative, absolute, fixed, and sticky. In this video, we'll go through each one and see how they work. And don't forget to give a like and subscribe. One like, one pairs for YouTube algorithm. Alright, to learn CSS positioning, we all know that initially all HTML position is static. As you can see, guys, if you take a look here, I have a container. Inside this container, I have a section tag. After that, I have a parent div, and inside this parent div, I have a 2 div which is static and red. Alright, let's go ahead and try to change their position. Position that's going to be static. As you can see, guys, this position is static, but you can change the static position. Let's say use absolute. If I save it, as you can see, now static position and this box completely removed from document flow. There is a no space. If I comment out, as you can see, guys, now static paste take space. But if I remove it, as you can see, so it is same as if I remove from this div as well. As you can see, it's completely removed from the document. This position absolute does. If you add position absolute, there is a 4 property will be added, like top, left, right, and bottom. Let's say you would like to add top 0. As you can see right now, top is 0. I have added here margin. That is why there is a little bit space on the top on this box. As you can see right now, there is a no space. But if you want to position this static box, this absolute box right now inside this green box, then what you have to do, you just need to add position relative to their parent. So let's say use position relative. So if I add it, now this div depends on this green element. But if you want to depends on this color, so there is another color who is inside this section, then you have to use this position relative this color. But if I use position relative both, then it will work this nearest position relative. Alright, if I remove this, then it will be depends on this div. But if I remove this one, it will default work in viewport with. To give a better example in position absolute and relative, we can use this search input field, and inside this search input field we'd like to add this mic icons here right on the left. Let's go ahead and try to add this thing. Let's say here is the search input. I have added some style here. We can add another div just like this. This is our mic icon. Position going to be absolute. If I add here, as you can see, here is my mic icon, right? It is not in the left or right inside this icon, just because of we need to add the parent element. Here is our search container. We have to get this search container, give it a style inside our search container, and let's say position that's going to be relative. If I add a position relative, as you can see, guys, right now this position on the left. But if you want to add on the right, then you can do this thing. So you can say right, let's say 10 pixel. As you can see, we have added here transform translate to make it center. We cover position absolute and position relative, where and how you'd like to use. And position relative basically will be used always on the parent element, and the child element will be position absolute. Now we'll be learn position fixed. So let's go ahead and try to use this red. So this is going to be our position initially is static, right? So let's use position fixed. So if I use position fixed, as you can see right now, its position is fixed. So if I add here, let's add here height 200 VAs, right? So as you can see, I'm scrolling, no matter its position is fixed. but I can sense it. So it's not depends on the parent element. It's like depends on the viewport. Let's add here top 0, then you'll see it's not depends on the parent. As you can see, it is depends on the viewport weight, so it will be top always, right? And you can say right to rem. Oops, as you can see, or you can add here 5 rem. As you can see, it's always will be on the top if you scrolling, no matter what is your skin size, big or small. Another position which is sticky is kind of like similar. Let's say if I add here position is tricky. After adding position is sticky, as you can see, whenever it goes on the top, and it will be sticky on the top always, but you can sticky, let's say here is a top of 120 pixel. So on the top 120 pixel will be sticky. So as you can see, it's not going to be top. So I'm just giving space 120 pixel. So that is why when it reaches 120 pixel, and that will be the sticky position, and we can change, let's say 50 pixel, and then it will be on the 50 pixel top, and then will be sticky. So okay, so as you can